want to have success in your life, stop asking what you can get and worrying about what you're going to get and focus on what you're going to give. Our lives are not controlled by the external world. It's the internal world that determines how you feel about things. If you do any homework, you'll see who I am.
Now, why is the belief that people don't change so common?
Well, because they don't usually change till they have to, most people, right? Most people are addicted to certainty. So there's 6 human needs you maybe remember familiar from one of my books. One is certainty, and certainty is a survival instinct. We want certainty so we can be comfortable. If we're not comfortable, we could be in pain. If we're in pain on a regular basis, we can do damage. Damage equals death. So the most fundamental need is to be certain, and most people settle for certainty. We have also a need for uncertainty, variety. We have a need for significance. In our culture today, it's a little overvalued to be the most important, significant one. And when it's out of balance, it'll really kind of mess up your life, but it'll give you drive. But most people really want love. And then we need the need for growth and contribution. The difference in how people perceive the world is 2 things. Which of those 6 needs are at the top of your list? If certainty is your number one thing, you're going to be moving in this direction, right? Avoiding. If, something like, variety is it, you're going forward. And by the way, direction determines destination or destiny. So I know, for example, if significance is the number one need you're after versus love, I know what problems you're going to have in your business, your relationship. If you value growth, I know you're going to have different experiences that you're going to bump into. So that's the common denominator. Then the second thing that's different about people is their rules. Like what has to happen for you to feel successful, right? What has to happen for you to feel loved? What has to happen for you to feel like, depressed or frustrated? For some people, depressed, all they have to do is someone doesn't smile at them in the morning. Somebody else, the U.S. Army can storm through their kitchen and spit on their face and then they're not upset by it, right? People have different rules. Like I remember years ago, I had a gentleman who I won't mention his name. So our lives are not controlled by the external world. It's the internal world that determines how you feel about things. It's the person whose hunger does not go away. The hunger to be more, do more, give more, share more, create more. And it's not hunger to get to just a goal. It's an insatiable hunger, but they also have the relentlessness to push through all the obstacles that come up.
What causes that lack?
I'll tell you the history of the world in 4 sentences. Good times create weak people. You can study 1,000 years of Roman history. You can study 500 years of Anglo-American history. I highly recommend if you guys really want a perspective to help your generation, you should read The Fourth Turning or the book Generations. 2 great books, Strauss and Howe. There's the greatest breakthrough in humanity came from the understanding of patterns. Pattern recognition gives you power. Pattern utilization gives you real power, and pattern creation makes you a master of something.